Hello there and welcome back to No Man's Land County, Montana, I guess. We're using the Montana Geo, so that's where we are. Got the Chevy running. We've had quite a busy morning so far, taking down the trees that are in this patch here. Do have some stumps left. Where are they at? Here, right under me. And some of the smaller logs are still here, which we're going to pack on top when we're finished. But there are a few more trees I want to take out, so we'll get in and we'll drive around the corner because we do have the Ford sat there idling, waiting for us. So at the start of midsummer now, the crops are doing pretty well. Got some liquid fertiliser on them. And really now it's just a waiting game until harvest and looking after the animals, which are doing pretty good as well. We've got 32 sheep, got 2 loads of them, and we're getting quite a good haul of wool off them. So I'll have that to sell when the time's right, really. When there's a good demand at the spinnery for it, we'll sell it. There's no real hurry to sell it unless we decide we need some cash. I think we'll park up here and we're going to take out the trees on the land that we mowed last time. See our bales over there, all wrapped, fermenting away. My idea is here, take out these trees, and then as soon as harvest is done, we'll expand this field onto the hill and around, probably to meet up with the big section of woodland just there. So let's get started. Oops. Have to forgive my mouse wheel, it's incredibly sensitive. We'll get in nice and low. He doesn't want to fall. Give him a push. There we go. Silent. Get rid of the branches. And let's get that to the trailer. We'll be able to fit that one in just as is. Won't have to trim any off, we'll have to trim that one down. I'm really terrible with the log grab, even considering farm sim physics. I'm still pretty bad at it. I guess so. We'll get it open. As far as I can tell, the trick is really just to be slow. Move as slow as we can. And then hopefully the log doesn't go flying or send us into space. And another good trick that I've seen used that I also do is cheat and keep the strap on the other logs, and then we'll take it off and quickly restrap. Bring that back a bit. I'll do, mate. Oops. There we go. We'll take out this big guy next. That way we've got the big logs on the bottom, because the other trees are pretty small. We'll try and get it to fall itself, ideally. There we go. And as easy as that, the branches are gone. Well, we're going to cut it, let's say. I do have the measuring tool on, but oops, I've not figured out how to use it yet. Say there. Can always take a bit more off if we have to. And the next one. Say there. Get them on easy. And jog back to the Ford. And let's see how easy we can make this look. Or difficult. That could be too long. Most definitely is too long. Try and align it with the trailer, and then I know how much to chop off. Yep. That'll do us. And we'll be a bit naughty and do it whilst it's mid-air. Just don't let it drop on your toes and you're fine. And he's freaking out a bit there. See if we can get it on the trailer before he slithers off the grab. Oops. There we go. How's he gotten stuck? There. Don't know what happened there. Seemed to get stuck to the fork. Oh. There we go, I knew it wouldn't be long until something weird happened. Get off me. That's better. Give that another go. There we go. Oops. Excuse me. Now we just want to be a little bit closer. There, nice and gentle. Get it strapped on. We'll head back for some more. Hopefully this guy is less problematic for us. Oh, he's escaping like a bar of soap. Come here. There's no escape. This is your destiny. And it looks like you'll be the first one on the next row. There we go, perfect fit. Almost like I planned it. And we got the window of the Ford open, as it is a nice 20 degrees centigrade. And it's only 8 AM. It's a pretty toasty day. I reckon I can throw this one over my shoulder and carry it. Oops, not like that. What we'll do is stick the small ones on here for now as well. And that's that big boy taken care of. Let's have a look around, because if they're outside the boundary of where I'm mowed, I've no objection to them being outside the boundary of the field I'm going to create. Like those two. It's nice to leave a few trees about. So what we'll do is we'll just take those that are in the area that we mowed, which leaves us 4 to do. Duck under there. And he didn't go. There we go. I don't want to like poo-poo the game, and I obviously enjoy it, but everything should be subject to criticism. And you would think, with the amount of forestry equipment that is available in the game, licensed and what have you, that more, I don't want to say time, but really, yeah, more time would have been put into the physics of trees and logs and how they interact with the log grab, for example. It just sort of feels a bit minimal. Oop. Come on, out you get. Try and give him a nudge on this end. Whoop. And you'll see me do that a lot. Move it the wrong way. A little nudge more. There we go. Perfect. This guy next, I think. He's closest to us. And what I'll do is I'll put in a little cut and I'll jump forward to when we get out our stump grinder and get rid of some of these stumps in the field. So I'll see you in a mo. So here we are back on the farm. Got the Massey Ferguson running, got the stump grinder on the front, and whilst that is running, just grab the wheelbarrow and we are just going to start its engine. That's important to remember. Also important to keep your engine of your wheelbarrow well maintained, so you can easily and efficiently fill up your chicken food. Here you go, fellas. Move out the way. We don't have a horn. Boop boop. Well, if that's how you want to play it. Soon moved. There we go. Also important, never leave your wheelbarrow idling too long, so we'll turn off the engine and we'll get in the Massey Ferguson and get rid of some of these stumps. I'm going to take the shortcut. Through the long grass and the bushes. I'm going to have to switch to the outside view as well for this, so I can actually see where the stumps were. Should be one up here. There he is, in the tufts of grass. And there we go. Stump number 1 gone. Head for the one down here. And our next one must be how a dentist feels. Not getting through much there, are we? Try and centre again. There we go. It certainly makes the engine work anyway. I usually play with a controller to drive everything. Oh, I missed a small stick. Everything else I do, I tend to do with my mouse and keyboard. But I do find driving this Massey Ferguson in particular, it's way too sensitive steering. When you use your controller. I mean, I know he is a skid steer. Shouldn't really do that, make everyone dizzy. But it just seems particularly sensitive, like it doesn't take much for you to have spun far too quickly around and have done like a complete 360. I'll leave this by the path just so we remember where it is and we don't run into it when we're ploughing or if we mow this land again. should have one in here. And here is our last one. I'm pretty sure that was them all. If not, I'll get a nasty surprise when I'm driving around the field in the tractor sometime. So I suppose our last job for this video will be seeing how much money we've made from all these logs. And we'll get this parked up and we'll head back to the truck and get ourselves to the lumber mill. So I'll just leave this fella in here. So here we are, coming up to the sawmill, not the lumber mill as I wrongly called it. Find out how much money we've made. I don't know if I'm going to be able to swing right around. So we'll come in this way. Move a bit closer than that, I think. There we go, that should do it, I'd hope. Put that away. We'll unstrap it for them as well. Be as helpful as we can. Oops. There we go, let's see. $6,000 for a morning's work. Not too bad. Not very sustainable though. If we go around hacking all the trees down, we'll have to make sure we plant a few more. Keep the balance, but not a bad day's work at all. Hope you've enjoyed watching. Thanks very much. Have a good one.